going to be sending it over as they have control, taking offense, is heading down over to Dr. Jennick. Dr. Jennick taking the disc and moving across. Let's see where they choose to go here. As it comes back down, looks like it's currently floating around, but picked up right there by Lando. Lando stunned. Dr. Jennick pick it up and picked up by Blueberry. Blueberry passed over as Loon picks it up. Loon taking up to Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny grabbed by Lando. Goodness, there's just a back and forth here, just stealing, playing catch left and right, just staying in this orange zone. Let's see if Blue can take it in as they come up. And oh, what a save! That was absolutely beautiful. Well done by Majin as they toss it downfield. Not exactly out of their side just yet, as they again taking a little bit of catch as packed back and forth, and finally able to get it back down there in Blue. Let's see what they do.
We are seeing a defense is what they're going to do. The Rose Mafia does claim that disc and toss it back into the trap area. A little housekeeping here. I am Newton Dad. That is Jinx on the calls here tonight. We apologize for the little audio snafu as we entered the match here. Not used to coming in on channel 2, so sometimes these things happen. But the score is still 0-0, so you're looking at the first minute and a half of the game has already gone by, and ain't nobody put points on the board, and still it's not happening. Defense out of plenty. A couple of scuffed throws here, as you might expect, but that one is pushed out by Loon, and Loon is punished for his efforts, or their efforts. Blueberry Pie having a hand on it, and Lando trying to get it all the way through to the side of Majin, and it is all the way into the blue zone, but still nobody there to collect it after it makes its journey through, so it's just turned right back around, back into the side of Majin, and the stack is there. Dr. Jennick got a hand on it, throws it towards the towards the goal, and Blueberry almost pulled that one through. Thought he might have been a pubbing for a moment there, but right. Blueberry intercepting that one, tossing and got all the way down to the other side of the blue zone here, and the stacks are on. I don't know if we're going to score points. We're just going to run it to both ends of this thing, like wind sprints.
Right? Honestly, it's kind of back. Oh, there it is! Oh, that was beautiful. Blueberry Pie as he takes that nice angle right there at the end. I feel you kind of back and forth there. That was a good 2.5 minutes almost just for that first score. So this it looks like they got a pretty good matchup here going back and forth. I wanted to see if they're going to speed it up here and see what Rose Mafia chooses to change up here in this next round as they come up, and Dr. Jennick taking it, and it heads on down to orange.
Yeah, hang on to that. Keep on going, because I got a little more housekeeping to take care of here.
Perfect. So heading down to Axtan. Axtan has it up as looks like they do a little reset back over here to Double Diamond. Bow Tie, as they're slowly coming up, grabbing a star, tosses it over underneath the goal. As it comes up just a bit outside, bounces off his shoulder, coming across Dr. Jennick there again. That doctor always in. He is 24/7 as it tests up to top of clock. Oh, and it goes in. A great shot by Axtan. Well done by Rose Mafia as they take 2 more points back on the board, and it's a brand new game. We are seeing a new game with just a little bit less time on the board.
Speaking of a brand new game, man, this is a brand new stream package that I just installed like 20 minutes before the game, because I've been doing so much development on the actual package. My current setup is in a mad mess, so I didn't want to mess up everything, but here we are in a match, and things are still getting messed up. So that's why you're seeing little oddities here and there, and replay's not working. But the pass going through, we have a new game here, 2-2. The disc going back and forth between the two teams here. A nice long clear into the zone, but is not picked up by anybody immediately. Dr. Jennick gets a hand on it, tosses it over to Aiden, actually, is how that's pronounced. And Aiden, dancing around the Geo, does manage to make the connection for the score, and now another 3 points.
That was an amazing shot, right? That beautiful outside of the bubble. They really had the goalie distracted. Majin's goalie was seemed to be distracted in their defense, taking care of everybody outside of the bubble as they just took that shot, saw it open. Nice and clean. It was beautiful. Let's see how Majin responds as they are now down by 3. They take it over to the right tunnel. Right tunnel coming up as it bounces just a bit off, as Bugs able to take that as with the stun. Taking that back up, crossing over as, just a bit outside as, you said Axadan able to grab that?
Aiden.
Oh, Aiden. Ah, right. The X is right, of course, right. It's that missing letter. It's like, I'd like to buy a vowel.
Yeah.
And that would be an I for Aiden as they pass it up, bounce it up. Oh, that was so close as it comes up as a beautiful recovery by Loon. It looks like Majin had a hand on it, but still Loon takes it right on in. Beautiful job.
Yeah, Rose Mafia is keeping a little bit ahead, not so far ahead, not out of reach, but halfway through this first round. They're just kind of keeping that lead ahead. They got a couple of early scores back to back, and now they were just kind of trading blows. And if you're ahead by a couple of scores, that's all right. You can trade blows all night because you're still going to come out ahead at the end. The first pass going a little bit off its mark, and it is recollected by Rose Mafia, bringing it in under no pressure. The disc bounces free on the side of the goal. It does not make its target target and manages to get intercepted, brought back out by Majin, but again, the clear is not all the way there. The long pass going through off the ceiling, and the stacks are not making it there very fast. So Dr. Genic takes care of that one, writes the prescription and sends it into the mid zone there, but it comes right on back as a return to sender. And that one becomes a goal for Lando.
Nice job. Yeah, so it was kind of like you said, the stacks weren't exactly there, but it looks like they were still able to just come on in. Majin was able to come in and just get that recovery, getting it right, look at the top pocket there, as they just snuck it right on in, just past Rose Mafia. But now it's Rose Mafia up by 3. Let's see if they can take this and keep that nice comfortable lead. Currently, like, they just have that one shot, 1-3, and it's back up to a little bit of OT for this first round. Still got 4 minutes left as like Ludicus able to throw that back down. Luda! As it bounces off a star and still kind of bouncing around a little bit. Oh, that pass looks like they're trying to just get that little reset. And Blue was just ready, Rose Mafia was just ready there as they take it back downfield. And they got that stack. They go in. Oh, well done. That was a beautiful stack and a nice little turnaround and just a whoop right into the goal. That was great.
Yeah, Rose Mafia taking a moment to smell the roses as they as they take that one in with plenty of time to spare. You know, when you have stacks that are that fast and you can get them together and move them down the field and get that pass down there, it's going to be points all night long. Majin having to answer the call now as they roll out. They're going to the right side and the first pass is there, but it is stunned out immediately. Coda taking it on the chin as the pass comes deep, or shot comes deep inside of the Majin side. It is picked up by the Majin defense and cleared all the way through, bouncing off the screen and not yet picked up by anybody as it just finally finds its home in Lando's hand in the trap. Long pass low, setup. It looks like it's a crazy hook shot up there, just coming off the low shot. Don't know what's going on there. The free disc going across, but not to its intended target, getting slapped right back out to the midfield.
Yep, there it is, and looks like it's still in the blue zone, so, still in Rose Mafia zone, so it looks like they have a chance, but it looks like Dr. Genic able to take it, toss it back, but we're playing a little catch. Blueberry able to grab that as it's coming up. Oh, and in the recovery there, looks like Lando able to throw that up, and Dr. Genic, again, wasn't he just on the other side of the field? How is he back on this side of the field? Again, the Doctor is just everywhere right now. Unbelievable. As Loon able to take that and clear that down off into Majin's side as it's bouncing around kind of freely as Majin able to grab that. Oh, what a grab. Oh, and just a little bit off. Can they get that recovery? Oh, again, just 1-2 just on the outside. As Loon recovering, taking it slow, trying to recover here and get something in. Oh, what a catch! What a save by Coda! That was absolutely beautiful. Gosh, I love seeing goalies and snagging discs when you got those shots like that as they take it down and get it over into blue zone.
Absolutely, you know. As you know, the biggest difference between the upper tiers and the lower tiers is execution on the small details. And literally, these guys are working all the fundamentals to their finest. They're just an inch off here, or a mispass there from just being at the top tier of this game. It just takes practice and time to get there on your own efforts. As the pass comes through, Bugs Bunny picking it up, looking at the disc going to the goal, doesn't really make it in there just on the first shot. Second shot is another comedy of errors, just not making its connection. Genic trying to wrangle it in, but then it's Aiden that gets smacked out trying to take control of it. There's a long pass deep, but again, the stacks on the blue side, Rose Mafia definitely working those speed. Speed does kill, but if you're accurate and speedy, it will win you games in a hurry. The free disc now heading into the trap. It is in the tunnel now, and it's picked up again by Loon. A little free disc action there, and it winds up coming right back into Rose Mafia's side.
Right, now let's see, it's coming back down. Can Majin pick it back up as the disc is still floating? Ludi in here in front as looks like he was able to get the disc, toss it across, and they've got some folks on the other side, so they're able to recover. Can they kind of get them in position here? Looks like they are both looks like you got two up in the front. Oh, what a great play. Like, just standing right in front of the goalie, blocking them, having two, one stun, one grab, and then slam on in. Absolutely great job. Down by 3. They have 35 seconds, right? So, possible, but maybe not possible. I don't know the algorithm yet. I'll be completely honest.
About 26 seconds as they roll out, and they will have time to score. It is possible for Majin to tie this one up, but not that way. If Genic and company can get all the way through, Rose Mafia pushing it all the way, working the clock and the distance all on their side. 15 seconds, they hear the timer going off there, and the disc does come back toward the blue side. Rose Mafia is in danger if this long shot get taken. Oh, it doesn't get taken. If that shot had gotten taken, that might have been a tie game. We might have been going to OT. That last pass does actually ding off the ring, so there were maybe a statement being made there as well. But a great outcome for both of these teams as they kept it close, and round 1 is complete.
Yeah, that would have been really great to see. You saw the windup as it comes around as it's going, and then just right there at the end, bam, that stun to take that disc to float off, and off they went. And it was a really great round one. A little slow start, as both teams looked like they're kind of like warming up, getting used to each other, trying to feeling each other out, checking out the defense, checking out the offense. And now that first round has passed, I kind of feel like we're going to see some things speed up on both sides. Like I said, I really enjoy seeing Rose Mafia's stacks. That speed is really there. They're just a little bit off. I know that might be a little bit of nerves. That's kind of what it maybe looked like a little bit to me. And then as for Majin, same thing. Kind of Majin's just the stacks are just a little bit. They're missing it just by a little bit. However, they do seem to have some pretty good defense. We've seen some great saves by Coda. We've seen some great saves, I believe, by Blueberry was there as well. So I'm really interested to see what's going to happen this next round. What do you think?
Actually, lots and lots of saves coming out of Majin's side. Of course, that means another thing. It means that look at that attempted column, 83% on the attempts. That means Rose Mafia is shooting a lot. The possession time is in Rose Mafia's side as well, so they're being effective with their possession. That's something I always like to keep an eye on. Is okay. So what? You have all the possession time. Are you scoring also? And if the answer is yes, then hey, gold star to you. Let's pay attention to how you're playing the game, friend.
Yeah, I mean, if you keep doing it, maybe you can get, like a platinum star all the way up to diamond star. Who knows? Who knows what stars you can make it up to this season, depending how it goes. Now, this game, as it comes down, looks like Rose Mafia able to get the joust off first, but recovered by Majin. As Majin takes it down, Lando able to take that up, going up for a boop shot, and it's just a bit oop shot as it's off. But what a slap! Oh my goodness! The blueberry pie, the pie slap, if you will, as he just smacked that in, and it goes right into the center of the goal. They're not even ready for that. Amazing!
Yeah, I mean, caught everybody off guard, caught me off guard. That is a heck of a goal. I don't even think that the replay worked on that one. We may be playing the same replay over and over, though. I just noticed that. Blueberry Bugs taking the roll out here. Blueberry intercepting and giving a lot of pressure here as the teammates roll in. Blueberry's just allowed to walk up and then dings it off the side. So again, little things. It's a margin of error of almost nothing there. You're at the edge of that ring. You're trying to paint the corner. The pass. Oh, sorry. The shot goes in. Jenik actually takes mad hands on that one and throws it all the way deep in. He has the stack to support it, and the shot is just a little bit wide of its target, but the intention is there. The pressure is still on. The pass goes super high, and Aiden picks it up and produces the first 2 points for Majin in this round.
That was great. That was great.
That was Mafia. Yes.
Yeah, Mafia. Yeah, right. They have the roses, like you said. It's a nice rose edge. I'd hate to see something happen to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. No, that was absolutely great. Like I like that they got down pretty quickly and they were able to recover too when they did miss. That was a great recovery. As Majin's going to go ahead and take the joust advantage as they take it down the left tunnel. As a nice grab by Coda. Coda's able to take that up. It hits the geode and is recovered by Rose Mafia. But again, Blueberry there again is able to take that steal. But Loon able to kind of get it back down and over in Majin's side as Majin is there to grab it. Indeed, they do. They're able to take it and head it back down as it's long and then caught right down in the middle of the Mafia zone as it's heading back. And we're just kind of playing a little bit ping pong here right in mid as we're still kind of in mid a little bit on the Majin side. Rose Mafia taking, it looks like they're slowing down a little bit, trying to get control as they send it up. And unfortunately, that pass was just a bit missed as it was picked up by Ludi. Ludi going to take it down, maybe clear it out. Oh, just over down in trap as Jenik was about to grab that. Lando able to take it. Can he get there as it goes across? Boop to the oop. Oh, just close. So close. Nice recovery. But Rose Mafia able there to take it and send it back down.
Yeah, Mafia is definitely organizing their crimes all at once today. That was a nice shot attempt through the mail slot, other side of the mail slot, but not quite on its target. It does wind up sailing all the way back into the mid again and cleared all the way the other direction. That was almost a nice, beautiful answer to the call, but both of them just a little bit off the mark. So we see these long attempts being made, but just missed ever so slightly. Those things will come in time. As you get closer to the master tier, you see more and more people hit those shots. Nice pass coming through. Loon taking a shot at it, but doesn't quite make the connection as that comes back to Ludicus. Ludicus now dancing around low, makes a couple moves, but Bugs Bunny got the magic hands, says no thank you, and we're going to send that right back out to the stack. Stack intercepts it and moves in a dribble play to the side left, making a shot on goal. The back stack is catching up, but not quite intercepting that one. As the little stack accuracy is off by a smidge. We will adjust that in the mid game. and Lando now pushing it forward. Dr. Jenik receiving it and moving it back the other direction. We're back and forth. Another attempt here, and another shot, and another score. That is Rose Mafia. Now stepping ahead, 2 points ahead. So it feels like a lot of points, but it ain't a lot of points because only 3 goals have gone in so far.
Right, so a lot of that kind of staying back and forth, little ping pong back and forth here in kind of mid and those heavy clears. I'd like to see both sides kind of maybe calm down on the clears a little bit and try to keep those passes a little bit shorter and closer, and see if they can take control and kind of slow it down. I feel like maybe there's a little bit of a rush to try to get to that other side. Ooh, just a shot, just a bit outside. That rush is just kind of like it seems to be really prevalent. It seems like it's causing a lot of mistakes, and the disc is kind of floating around while they're kind of both teams looking to try to find each other to get to that disc. As Majin able to get it, as Rose Mafia sends it down once again as another clear, and here's another clear as it's heading all the way back down over into Mafia side. Can they get there? Looks like over to still floating as. Oh man, as Loon is able to grab that, but that was really, really close. The Majin was just right there, almost ready for it.
Yeah, Aiden with the disc now, hurling it into the Majin side and making connection. Dr. Jenik making that prescription for the metaphor just ran right out of my head.
No,
for the score.
That's right.
Well, the points.
That's right.
We'll
you
take
usually
the
get
points.
that metaphor every 30 minutes or every 30 days, you know what I mean? Just get that refill.
Exactly.
Yep.
You only get so many of them, and then you need to stop. So the disc being run out now by the Majin side. They are down by 2 scores now. So every score in this game has been a 2-pointer. There's one that's going to bring them back into range, as 2 points is 2 points, and points is what they needed at the moment, and that keeps them in the round.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of get that rally coming back, as that was really quick. That was a 10-second goal that came in 10 seconds. And I mean, if they can do that a couple more times, I mean, at least once, that's OT if they stay there, right? Keep that going, even if it's just 2s all the way down. That's a way to win it. Nice, crisp plays.
Never argue with points. Those are the things that are going to win you the game. So how can you say anything bad about them? As a nice, this looks like a little bit of a slowdown. We've been in high gear for a while. As the shot comes in, and the great save on the side of Coda. Coda, occupying that goalie space most of the night, from what I've seen, making some good work back there. The disc is now free up there in the trap. We see a slap coming out, and it does find Bugs Bunny. Bugs turning it around on the Geo, looking for the pass, gets it at the screen. Aiden is surveying the land there and seeing what's left there, and it becomes the goal. The goalie wandered out, perhaps under the attack, and communication not exactly on point, but it is now a 5-point game for Rose Mafia.
Yeah, that's the second time we've seen that same kind of play where it looked like the offense was able to pull the goalie out or stun the goalie, or at least keep that goalie really, really distracted as that 3 kind of just flew right on in. As Majin's coming up, taking the recovery, it looks like they're going down left tunnel over to Coda. Coda able to take that, taking it up over to Ludi, as Ludi is able to grab that, kind of slowing it down. They've got that Loon right there above is able to get that stun and head it right back over into Orange side, but it's still stuck there a little bit mid, as that was a great stack, as the Doctor is in and able to get it up, but no one there to grab it, as Bugs is able to get it. Can they recover and get it in? Coda's been there all night. Can they take it again? Oh, what a save! The defense, and then they're still able to get it back. Nicely done. That was beautiful defense, but an absolutely great job by Loon, watching for that disc, grabbing it, recovering, and taking it to the goal.
That was determination personified, as Loon picks up the disc and says, "I believe this belongs over here." That was in and with authority. So Majin trying to answer the call. Down 7 points, down around. They need to find what's going to work right here, because it is do or die time, as they say. The pass going in, the pass intercepted, and then intercepted right back. Coda with the answer. An open shot, not on the mark. It bounces off the wall flat, and there's nobody there to clean it up. They do have a pass, a couple of cross passes, but it goes into the hand of Loon, as the disc is now cleared all the way back into the orange side, Majin side.
Oh man,
will they get it? They will get it. All right, cool. they get it cleared all the way back out.
That was close. You got to root for the underdog as it's coming down. Plus, I love seeing some OT. You know what I mean? Love seeing these teams play. Love seeing more of that kind of high energy. As it looks like, like you said, I want to say that they slowed down, but that goes right on in as Lando takes that in right near the top of the goal. As they are ready to take that lead, or take that run, as they try to come back with just a little bit of time left. They don't have much time to do it, but I can see the determination in their digital eyes.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're looking at like a minute 40 left on the clock. It's a 5-point game, totally doable. This is possible that Majin can come back. This is not impossible by any stretch of the imagination. The pace of the game, though, has been in favor of Rose Mafia for the vast majority of the game. So that's the hard part right there. The stun does come in for Lando. Lando now looking at being able to clear this out, but waiting for the team to move through. Very good decision. That's one that hasn't been made so many times tonight. Usually it's been boosted panic clear, but the pass comes back into the zone. The disc was just a little bit loose. Aiden picking it up on the floor. Does have a connection over there on Pack, so they get the disc moving forward again. Now off boot, Doctor's in, and Doctor is writing yet another one of those winning prescriptions. 4 points, 13-6 on the side of Rose Mafia.
I'm not saying that guy's working for Big Pharma or anything. I'm just saying he's writing a lot of prescriptions tonight.
That's a lot of script, man.
I feel like we should probably check on him a little bit here. That was great. That was, once again, like you said, the slowdown by Lando was a really good choice as they're kind of pump faking as he tried to get it out. But it looks like Rose Mafia was just there ready for it. With those stacks, they're just really quick as they are able to recover with that speed. Like a great example right there as Blueberry able to take that, get that. Oh, just a bit off. You hate to see that double ding. As it comes back with another shot, but just a bit off. But still, Majin able to take it. Lando get it in. Oh, 2 points coming right in pretty quick. But unfortunately, that is not going to be able to take them to a third round as Rose Mafia is able to not only take the roses, but keep them.
Yeah, I mean, it's a battle of inches, and you only win one step at a time. So Rose Mafia just continued the march all the way through, all night long, making fewer mistakes, making a self goal there, and making the end of the game. I mean, it's a fair strategy. If you have a close game, sometimes the self goal is the answer. But that is Rose Mafia's answer, and that is 2 rounds to them. And that will take us through this first game. So we do have just a quick second here. I've already got the link, so I'm going to let you handle that, and I'll handle the link, and we'll get on to this next one here.
Perfect. Now that was absolutely great. I absolutely love watching those teams, and I cannot wait to see them inside of a pub to say congratulations on your playing style. Like, again, whether you win, whether you lose, it's a great opportunity to take away some learnings. And I hope you guys had enjoyed the match, because I sure did. I sure enjoyed it.
I did too, as well. So our link is going in our live channel, and we are going to take a super quick break here to set the scene for the next match. The next one up is my text document is gone. So the next one up is Dremel. I need a Dremel here. Clearly, right. Yeah. Here we go. And the next one is. Well, it's going to be Team Chad versus Stranded. So we'll be right back after this quick break, and we'll turn you a new game here. 1 second. Right back.
Thanks.
Mics are on. Hey, we're back. And so I'm going to ping these teams, and we're going to get on with this. We have Team Chad and Stranded, and we're going to, just get the party continuing here. I did something wrong. Team Chad and Stranded. Okay. Tell us about this match there, Jinx, as I clean up messes here.
Sure. Well, I can tell you right now. So over on, let's see, blue. Who's on blue side at the moment?
Blue side should be Team Chad.
Team Chad. So Team Chad, we have that consists of Low-Key, Fat Batman, Mini Gunta, and Ray Grizz. And then over on Stranded, who doesn't seem so stranded, it seems like they're all together. But nonetheless, we have Hobbs, Sky, Spency, and T-Tao Gaming, TTAO Gaming.
T-Tao, yep.
T-Tao, I thought so. Yep, right. So it looks like that's who's got. We've got in the match at the moment. I'm pretty stoked to actually see these folks play. There's a few of them that I know, but most of them are actually relatively new to me. So I'm pretty excited to see their playstyle. I'm excited to see how they choose to do, how they choose to respond to pressure, how they choose to respond to something like when we start seeing panic throws and panic clears. How do the teams respond to that, and then do they fall victim to some of the panicking that we tend to see from time to time. When matches get really kind of heavy and kind of go back and forth a bit, right? So I'm pretty stoked to see how they choose to respond. And actually, they are already responding now, as we are already up in the match. Loki, looks like Fat Batman able to take that and heading on up with the disc right now. Okay, here we go. There we go. Now I'm able to see the match. As Fat Batman able to take that up, still over in blue as they're trying to get it out of the zone. Right there, looks like Sky able to take that and grab it with a nice stun, throwing it back for a reset. Beautiful reset. Nice job slowing it down, making sure they got those open plays, keeping it cool, keeping it calm. Just looking around for a nice throw as they're coming up. They're up on Ghost as they're on the left side as they got over there on that left back wall as it goes across right down to the bottom of goal. That was a great show. That was a great shot. Absolutely beautiful job slowing down, resetting, and taking it to the goal.
Yeah, I was just checking this match. This is a bronze versus a silver. I think the bronze team is actually maybe a newer team and hasn't been ranked. I didn't get to check all the stats and details behind that. But silver 4 team, so we're going to presume this is relatively silver-like. And we see, the playstyle is I mean, the meta is all amped up this season. It's better and better and better every season. But compared to last season, I see silver teams playing like gold, playing like near platinum teams now. I mean, they just execute on a higher level, and it's so great to see the meta developing that quickly. And it just comes because the community is advancing as a whole. Sky now with the disc now from Team Stranded now, moving down the field unpressured, chooses to clear it through before any pressure arrives. It does bounce around in the Team Chat side. T-Tao making the connection underneath the goal over to Hobbs. Hobbs looking at a little bit of pressure, does manage to lose the handle, and the disc gets cleared into the other side.
Yeah, as it does, looks like Ray able to take that. It's taking a shot, but just a little bit low as it sends all the way back down and hitting Bowtie. As Spency able to take that and trying to get that out, but right there's Fat Batman. Fat Batman is right there, ready to take that disc. It's a beautiful pass over to Ray. Ray over in Trench, taking that over Root, I believe is what they call that. It's a beautiful pass across, although they do have, a little dangerous as there were two defenders right there ready for him. As they're just keeping this nice and slow, kind of that same return, keeping it cool, keeping it calm, looking around for them passes, looking around for the position, trying to get in that right position as they're coming up closer to the goal. But a beautiful steal by Spency. As Spency doing the same thing. What a way to look around for not only the other players, but that beautiful dodge. As unfortunately it didn't quite get out of their zone just yet. Spency able to kind of self-pass them to himself as it goes up, but Fat Batman right there, ready to catch it as it goes all the way in 26 meters. No way.
No way. Yeah, it was a beautiful shot. And the connection, as you see in the replay, the pass was intercepted. He bounced off the wall, took a look at it, and hurled it all the way there. Kind of an overhand tomahawk chop sort of throw, and it just makes the mark. I mean, beautiful attempt. This, again, silver, really? This doesn't feel very silver. I mean, to be honest, Chad's on the verge of gold, so they are. This could be just like at that edge, and it does look that way. I mean, it's definitely some skillful play here. As you see Skype and again Sky, getting the reset, so they're slowing things down. This is mature play. This most teams at this level and lower have one gear. It's forward and it's full speed.
Yeah.
But right now oh my goodness, a beautiful shot, but even a better capture in the goalie there as Minigut makes that one, keeps that one from being points. It is cleared long. There is a player buried deep back in the stranded side, not stranded, but it's doing work back there. And the stacks go through as they do manage to clear all the way in deep into the blue zone here. Team Chad on defense still going to be able to pull this one out and make a long clear. It gets rattled up and trapped, but not quite out of the zone.
Yeah, like Chad's still just keeping it in, but you're absolutely right. Like both teams able to slow it down and kind of take their time. I remember Chad from season 4 was when I started, so I'm excited to see them continue to move through the ranks and continue to get better and better. Which again, you can see, like you can tell by the slowdown, you can tell that 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 they're coming up. But same thing too with Stranded. Stranded's coming on up as they clearly have been playing together for a little while, or at least been watching a lot of Echo and really understand the meta. Let's just say that if these guys are just bronze by themselves, then boy, we have a lot of catching up to do and a lot of YouTube I haven't watched. But that right there, that was not you. That was not from YouTube. That was a beautifully practiced play. Great pass by Sky and a wonderful score by T-Tau Gaming. Great job.
Yeah, I think you might have been able to see Venom teach that method on one of his videos. I'm not sure, but keep an eye out there on the YouTube videos. Echo is coming around out there as well. We have a 1-point game, guys. It is just, a single point making a difference. A 1 3-pointer versus 2 2s now. So Hobbs with the disc and is rallying back for his side. Stranded throwing the disc all the way deep into Chad's side as the disc is up in the ceiling trench and is claimed quickly by Fat Batman, thrown all the way deep in. Almost gets a lucky throw through the mail slot, but it doesn't quite make the mark. It's a little bit wide on the recollect from Ray, but there are still blue players in the neighborhood. So, but Hobbs grabs the disc and chooses to reset all the way back to their own goal. Dangerous zone back there, but they do have 2 players to man that, so in case they get in trouble. The long clear through, and a defense is the answer to that one. The long clear attempted, but then picked up by the orange side. Hobbs now with it, bouncing around off the Geo, finds the friend traveling underneath. It is Sky looking for another friend. Finds Spency for a moment, looking around, he's got a pass at the bow tie, pushing forward one more time, cross pass. Shot, not good. Oh, Heartbreak City, and the disc is cleared.
Wow, like that was a beautiful save and also a beautiful play as Stranded has been coming up and really again taking their time, really recognizing that they understand the game and they know how to play. One thing too I wanted to call out too with that reset back to goal. If you notice that they waited, the goalie waited for one of their own teammates to come back so they could toss it and stack it back down. So that again is a very very clever use of time, reset and players. So I'm stoked to see this relatively low scoring game, but high energy. To be honest with you, as it's kind of going back and forth as that shot right there as the cross comes across, and it was picked up by Team Chad as they send it all the way back down into the orange zone. As Fat Batman picks it up.
Fat Batman finding the pass, making the pass, and they complete the equation now. As Team Chad takes a 1-point lead, we're just trading that 1 point back and forth now with every retaliated goal. There's 3 minutes left on the clock, so there's still plenty of time for this to go any direction it possibly wants to. We have no impact over that other than just yelling at the screen and telling these people how to play the game. They're not listening to us very well though.
No, it's interesting. I feel like maybe we need to turn it up in the they got to hear our voices over the comm. I'm sure they'd absolutely love that. As it's over in blue, as Low Key is able to take that and slap that out. It's over inside of Stranded zone, and a stack able to get there as Mini Gouda. Oh my goodness! 19-meter throw, 14 meters a second, 19-second goal. Wow, that was amazing. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that's exactly what Team Chad needed to have happen. I mean, you just keep marching forward. You've got the lead, and now the lead's bigger. So rather than having Stranded just keep bouncing points in and trading off that 1-point lead, now we're looking at a 4-point difference here. As Stranded is under pressure. Stranded needs to have something happen. The last 2 minutes of the game, they're pushing forward. They got a good pass up above, but it does break free. Caster's Curse. I call something good, and then all of a sudden something happens. The connection is made there on boot. They were intercepted, and wow, ping pong back and forth. Here we go. It's a scrub battle here, and the victor in this one is actually Hobbs coming out with a disc back on the back line, just choosing to slow things down. Probably pretty wise, but time is not on their side. So 1:33 on the clock. It is ticking still. The pass goes through upside down, and Spency dispensing the 2 points in, keeping their team stranded in this match.
That was clever. I like that. That was a good use of the name. That was actually, it was really great. Like I said, when they slowed it down a little bit, and it was a little questionable. I thought too of hey, you don't have very much time, and you're down by 4, but you can see that quick reset, and that only took just a couple of seconds for them to get that goal back in. As Team Chad getting that disc and heading it down over in Stranded zone as it's bouncing over by the goal as it's coming up on top as Stranded able to get there. The quick stack sending it down in trench. Can they get it out? No. In fact, low key is below, ready for it. Unfortunately, that throw just a bit off as Hobbs able to grab that, send it back down. And looks like there's the bounce off blue a little as that stack we're able to get in is slapped up by Sky as Spency's able to grab it, but it looks like it was dropped maybe a little bit as Ray, hey, I just met you, taking that back. Oh my goodness, as Hobbs grabbing it again, a little bit back and forth there inside of the mid as they take it across, coming back up. Will they take that as another cross? Oh, right off of pole, but can they recover? And the slap! Oh my goodness! Wow.
Yeah, situational awareness is a key factor in the game. We have a tie game here. This is going to go to OT. We have 7 seconds on the clock on the countdown for the joust. We're not going to have it maybe a second or two once we get in the arena here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and this will be an OT. So this just got really interesting.
Wow, right? A little bit of OT on this first round. Oh my goodness, I will take it.
I'll take it too.
Wow, right? I mean, this, and like you said before, like this really does seem like either this is a really well-educated bronze team, or perhaps maybe they've played before recently, joined together and are looking to get ranked. Nonetheless, both teams really kind of going after it as there's 2 minutes left here for this OT as it's just starting. Spence able to take that, going up and just a bit outside of the goal as it goes a little bit low. Hobbs able to recover as it's come back down. You can see they trying to keep that slow as a beautiful stun as Team Chad able to grab that, recover, and send that back down all the way over to Stranded Zone. And it's going to go in. Just missed it. As the recovery there.
That right there is the round, friends. It only takes one goal to go in to make that balance of power turn over to the blue side. So the first round overtime win goes to Team Chad. Well fought battle. It's been a minute since I've been in an OT of any sort. Been lots of round threes, but OTs are kind of a little bit rare. But it's a lot of fun. Looking at the stats, looking at the kind of the reflecting back on that first round, what do you feel like went well for Team Chad?
To be honest with you, so Team Chad I think did a really good job with their defense. I feel like they had like a good couple of saves. There were a couple of steals that were absolutely brilliant. However, I was just watching Stranded's resets, like their awareness, and of course their stacks. That was just really, it was quick, but just not quick enough. So. Or it was quick enough, excuse me, sorry. It was not quick enough, sorry, for Stranded. It was quick enough for Team Chad. I mentioned I'm a little baffled with words at the moment because it was such a well played game back and forth that it was almost a little difficult for me to necessarily remember. There was a high play here and a high play over here. Like both teams did a really good job on both sides, and it was so close all the way down that I feel like if they wanted to even do a mix scrim, you wouldn't be able to tell who's on which team right now.
Yeah, the one thing that comes to mind for me is that T-Tal Gaming is actually a league sub, so that tends to take a little bit of wind out of your sails sometimes. T-Tal's a very talented player. I'm very familiar with him, and a great guy on top of that. But often that will take your momentum and just slow it down a bit because you're having to relearn a lot of things and just refactor some things. But the offense is on point. T-Tal ducking and delivering on that one, saying, "What are you talking about, Newton Dad? I'm the best league sub around." These guys, Rager's actually got credit for that one. That was probably it was definitely off the defense. So
yeah,
T-Tal doing the business here, doing God's work as a league sub. So congrats.
Yeah, it was a great job on that side too. Like a really quick play as Team Chad able to take that over down right tunnel and into a Stranded Zone as it's kind of floating a little bit as Team Chad's able to grab that. Can they get it back there? Oh, they did. It looks like it went right off of the face of Sky as that toss was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's 2 scores in a row where the person who delivered the blow was not who got credit for the goal itself. But that's sometimes how it do. So, we'll take it. Points are points are points, and we're happy to have them. We got a nice back and forth round as we start round 2 here. Sky handling the disc on behalf of Stranded, and just doesn't make the connection to the teammate in the tunnel, Spency, hanging out there and saying, "Hey, you can throw it to me, dude." But the disc is now just kind of bounces free into trap, but is handled by Team Chad, bounced into the other trap. An interesting sort of bounce throw through. Another free disc moment. We're having a lot of those, but Hobbs, trying to reel it in and block at the same time. The offense is just everywhere. It is a swarm, and Fat Batman taking care of that one. Swinging from the grappling hook and landing that one in its spot.
Right. I mean, he clearly has been throwing enough batarangs that it's just like the disc. So that was beautiful, and that angle was great. Like, that was a great recovery, and I mean, it was just really quick. It was well executed. As Stranded here going to take the disc over to the left tunnel, but just a bit off, as it's still able to get over to him. As a nice recovery, as that stack came in quick and a nice duck. Beautiful duck by T-Tau Gaming, as once again, Newton Dad not gonna take what it is you have to say about me. I'm gonna score, and he takes it all the way in. That was beautiful.
A league sub can also do an amazing thing for your team, which is, put the rest of them on their back and carry you all the way to victory. Sometimes it do be like that. So, it is a tie game. This is now a 7-minute round, and we'll see who winds up taking command of this thing as it goes deep and right back into the side of Team Chad. The shot is open, wide open, and easy peasy lemon squeezy. Spency dispenses that one again for another nice lead for Stranded.
Yeah, that was absolutely beautiful. You saw that stack that came up. You saw that was a really quick little dribble as they tossed her right down to the floor, and then a nice, easy, no panic toss, just nice and slow as they made it right on in. Absolutely great job as Team Chad able to take this down, going back over to the right side again. However, T-Tau Gaming right there ready as that stack coming up. Oh, right there's that dribble. Like, that was gorgeous, even with that defender right there, as Spency taking it up slowly and taking it in. Wow, what a great job. You can tell this team has really been working well together and it knows what they're doing. That was beautiful.
Yeah, the strategy has kind of congealed here, and we're starting to, the Jello mold is starting to actually look like food. So, things are happening here on the side of Stranded that are looking pretty good, and it's kind of worrisome now. If I was on Team Chad, I might actually smash that timeout button if this play doesn't go well. We do see the pass going over to the side, but intercepted now by T-Tau. T-Tau taking the long shot. It is smashed in his face for the effort, though. It doesn't make on the mark, so it is reclaimed now by Fat Batman and powered all the way through into the mid zone, but is returned immediately by Stranded. T-Tau looking at the claim there, passes it back in a very wise reset, and the pass over is unfortunately read and by Low Key, and Low Key pushes it all the way into the zone, but the stacks are not there. It is a defensive moment, and it gets sent right back into mid.
Wow, that's some amazing plays. Just kind of going back and forth as, again, these teams are just so well, like they're executing so well. They've got those passes. You can see the comms are going really well. Even when you have a little bit of mistakes there where you could perhaps miss the pass or bounce off the geode. Oh, what a steal! They're all right there, and just T-Tau Gaming is just all over it tonight. Like, oh my goodness, right there with the scores, right there with the steals, right there with the stacks. And again, like Orange, Stranded, just those stacks are so fast, and the dribbles are just absolutely beautiful. And you can see they're slowing it down, coming back, looking for those passes, trying to line things up as it comes in, just a bit off as it's bouncing back around. As looks like Stranded and Hobbs able to grab that again, is taking it all the way across over to Ghost. Ghost across for another cross. Oh my goodness, there's just crisscrossing everywhere. As that was just off as Team Chad trying to get that back down. Getting it over in a trap, but not exactly out yet as Spency trying to take this up. Slowly working his way, got a little bit of juke, resetting. Once again, a beautiful reset, a really smart play as they have a couple of openings, and they're just going to take it nice and slow. They've got the lead. They can take their time. They have no reason to rush, so they're just going to look around for the passes, get in that right spot, take it up nice and slow. And they sure are taking it up nice and slow. They are definitely making sure they know what they're doing. That's jukes right there all the way around. That was gorgeous. But no, there's a stack there ready to take him out. Can't juke for too long as Mini Gunta able to send that back down as, it's still slapped back up. My goodness, it's just back and forth here, Newton.
Yeah, I mean it's relentless actually. Team Chad is back on playing defense for a long time. We've been over here on this side of the arena for quite a bit. As you do see the clear going all the way through now, the stack is there. They have a moment and they make perfect use of that moment. Now it is a 3-point match. Team Chad is still behind. They carried the first round, and they need to carry this second round, or we're going to see a round 3. And I don't think that's what they want at all.
No, not at all. And I mean, as a matter of fact, like, and if they continue playing the way that they are, Team Chad takes a 3. We might see an OT and then a round 3. I mean, there's OT all 3 rounds. I'm not sure I've ever seen that in a match, but nor have I casted it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
As right now, Hobbs taking that up over for Team Stranded as they take it over nice and slow. As a great cross. As looks like they've got. Oh my goodness, the defense is right there, but they're able to take it back and take it right back in. No, hey, T-Tow Gaming just on. Oh my gosh, just popping off tonight. That was absolutely wonderful. What a play! What a play!
Most definitely. T-Tow now, my stats say that they have 6 points on the night. Spency with 7 so far. So this has just been, a balance. It's been a show from the Orange Side Stranded. Team Chad is struggling, I think, to keep a hold of the disc and do the things they want to do, which is put it in the goal and call this a night. But Stranded definitely has some other ideas in play here. Is that, you see that kind of excuse me throw as the hand just came down and cleared it, kept the disc away from the blue team. Oh, and there's another way to keep the disc away from the blue team. Put your head on it and move it forward. But Ray does clean the disc now, and they're just scrambling. They're trying to find, how do we get out of this mess? How do we get out of our zone? How do we keep that from happening? Because Sky now coming in with the 13th point of the round is now 13-6, and it is almost an inevitable conclusion that we will be going to round 3.
We are indeed. Wow, what a play right there, right at the end. That was great. Man, we like round 3. This is what I'm saying. Like back and forth. It is such a this is such a great game. Even though this score is a little bit higher than it was the first round. Nonetheless, we're it's beautiful watch. As currently, Stranded able to take that disc and still over here in Team Chad zone. Team Chad trying to recover back in defense. They got the goalie and they're heading back up, But Stranded, oh, what a great pass, but stunned out and sent up by Fat Batman as he takes it over to mid. And the stack is there, but not. Just missed it just a bit of Sky. Able to take it and throws it to the sky, but is easily picked back up by Ray as they've got their number and they're sending it back down. That's a great pass up to Minigunta. Minigunta going to be looking across, slowing it down, trying to find someone to throw to. And that was just a little bit slow and to nobody. I don't think anybody was over there at the time. Perhaps a little bad comms as that stun comes in. Grab him, picking back up by Ray, as Ray is going to be taking it over as a beautiful pass over Low-Key trying to not be so low-key as he wants to take a goal, and beautiful pass over to Fat Batman, coming back over to Low-Key, but just missed it as Spency able to take that and send it almost back out as Fat Batman picks it back up. Sooner or later, I'm going to hand this back over to you, Newton, but it's coming back and it scores! No, Ray! No, Ray! No, Ray! That was amazing! Wow, what a play.
No, yes, Ray. Yes, Ray. Put those points in and call it a day because, Team Chad needs to go, and we got a game coming on a little bit later. We got 15 minutes or so, or actually almost 20 minutes before that next game comes on. So they can do whatever they want to do right here. If they want to take it to round 3, we are happy to do so.
Well, I mean, it's 30 seconds left. I'm not sure that Team Chad. I don't think Team Chad can get it. Definitely not now, as Stranded is keeping them stranded as they're holding onto the disc and not going to let Chad come anywhere close to scoring that, if not a self goal to kind of finish that and end it off. Yep, as we saw the last round, I only just learned about that strategy, and a good strategy it is. I could see why right there. As if you were a really close game, you could pop that in, and now you don't have to worry about them coming in with maybe a headbutt or a quick joust.
I mean, it's called going out on your own terms, and unfortunately or fortunately for who you are in this game in life, that play is absolutely loved or despised. There's no middle ground.
Yeah.
I personally understand it, I feel it, and I appreciate it. But the people who don't like it will say just play the game. If
Right.
you don't trust your team to play the game, then why are you playing? But in honesty, it's about control. It's about, I know exactly where I am in space and time. I know exactly what I need to do to win this game. And this is a perfectly fine strategy for winning this game. It's the same people that, well, not the same people. I mean, people who howl about, goalie stunning and howl about, cherry pickers, all the strategies of the game that have maybe a little bit less favor or a little bit less, appreciation.
Yeah.
They're all part of the game. It's all there. So, the self goal at the end of the round, Palador, winces every time he sees one because he blames himself because they did it at LAN, actually, I think to win like a championship or something like that.
Yeah.
So there's some history there, and Andy W did it a couple times in some really competitive matches, and it was really kind of frowned upon at the time. but I don't really care.
Yeah, I mean, it's clever strategy. It makes sense. It's a part of the game. I mean, I like that they took out self-goaling in pubs because boy, that's rough. But I mean, this has been like it's such a great match. And again, you are seeing like they understand the meta, they understand the game clearly. Clearly, they know what they're doing, and I cannot wait to see what they're going to do here in round 3 to see what these two teams do as the joust comes down. And looks like Stranded is able to take that, not keeping the disc. Stranded is able to take that, going, oh, just off of the ring as the recovery by Hobbs. Hobbs able to take that and trying to get that crossover as Spency's there, able to grab that, taking it back, slowing it down, saying, nah, you know what? We'll just let's get in position. I want you all to get where I need you to be, so I can take this to you, and we can take it home. As this is round 3, and we don't need any more OT. We just want the win. As it's coming back down and picked up by Fat Batman as he batarangs it all the way back down to Stranded side.
Yeah, it's picked up nice and cleanly by Hobbs on the back line, and the pass is made all the way to the other side of the region. The stack is absolutely in the right spot at the right time, just a little bit low on the shot. Just a little bit more time. Take that time. Line it up. T-Tao grabbing the disc and looking around on the floor, chooses to throw back to the reset. Very wise choice by the league sub. Hobbs now surveying the land, finding one up above Cloud, and on top of the ceiling inverted is Sky, appropriately in the sky, and wandering around, finding the pass into Spency. Spency under pressure, opts to throw back. Again, a brilliant idea. Hobbs on the back line, looking at what he's got. Lines up the pass to the left, gets Sky on the connection, and the shot is made. Beautiful, beautiful disc execution. You cannot argue with that team play right there.
Well, I mean, I could, but we probably don't want to on the stream right now. It's probably not that interesting of an argument.
I'm telling you right now, you cannot argue.
All right, I'll just let it go. Okay, let it go. That was great. We'll see what happens next then. That was beautiful. Yeah, what it really was, that was a great play, man. It's just, again, you're seeing this awesome plays, these well executed these executed moves. I mean, essentially, right? As Team Chad able to take that over into Stranded zone, but Stranded able to pick it back up. Hobbs taking that down. Ooh, trying to get it cleared out, but just bounced off of Bowtie. As T-Tao Gaming able to send that up. As that could get there. Oh, the stacks was there, but it's just bounced out. No one is ready for it. There's Loki able to send that back up. Still up over here in Popcorn. Right side of Popcorn, as though Hobbs able to snag that right from Loki, just out of reach. It looks like just kind of hopping away over there as Hobbs is going through. As the shot is just a bit outside. As the recovery comes up by Ray, and Ray is trying to get it out, but it's still stuck over in their zone as that crosses all the way to the other side, picked back up by T-Tao Gaming. As T-Tao sends it over to Sky. Sky able to kind of juke around as a beautiful toss, but it's just a little off. Still able to recover this T-Tao. T-Tao looking for that cross, and unfortunately, a little bad it looks like the comms were off there as it just missed as that player head forward and missed that pass. But now, once again, Loki able to take it. Can they get it out? Loki able to get it over to Stranded side.
Yeah, the stacks come through. You see the numbers flying across the mini-map very fast. But this time, it is in the hands of Stranded. Stranded working those stacks really well at both directions. T-Tao managing to claim that one in the long pass in. It just makes the connection around the goal. Spency making a couple moves and dispatching that one. 4-0 now. We have, unanswered points now back-to-back coming in from Team Stranded. The strategies are working. The momentum's still on their side. They took the last round, and they're still rolling in this one.
Right, and it's not over for Team Chad either. That's the thing, is like not only is there plenty of time, but I mean having those comebacks and kind of like crushing the speed that Stranded is coming up is definitely an option for them. They can try to turn this thing around, but right now against Stranded is just right there as that pickup by Chad was grabbed, but unfortunately sent back over. And then Ray picks it. Looks like Ray's got it here now as they are slowing down. It's still in their zone. Looks like they're trying to take it nice and easy and trying to get control a little bit more. As it seems like Stranded has been able to really maintain control and really maintain disc possession. Having a few of the folks with over 2 minutes and even 3 minutes with disc possession as these crosses coming across over inside of Team Chad's zone. As Hobbs right now just still slowly working his way again, that nice slow intelligent play where you're making the defense move, you're looking around for those open passes. You're keeping it smooth, keeping it going. Again, now these passes are getting quicker and quicker as they're coming across. Oh, but unfortunately it dropped it. Can they get it back? No, they cannot, as it is out. Thrown away by Ray down the field.
Yeah, down the field, but quickly, always and almost every time, back in the hands of Stranded, or at least for the last few rallies. The stacks are working quite well. Spency handling the disc now, uncontested, sees the stacks coming back in from the other side, does choose to push it forward, but it just doesn't make a connection yet. It comes back into Hobbs's hands on the free disc. Again, a free disc bouncing around. Sky taking it up onto the ceiling, moving back to Spency. Spency looking around, has a couple of options, chooses one up at the shoulder. The vertical throw is almost on the mark, hits the ding ring, best goalie NA, but it does get reclaimed by Low Key and tossed all the way to the other end of the zone.
Wow, that was quick, and the stack was there, but just missed it as they overshot. Looks like a little bit, or maybe even just completely missed the disc. As Ray is able to pick back up and slowly work their way up as that goes to Nest. Nest going in right at the top of the pocket. Nice job. A little bit of a hot pocket there. As you can see, it's in on one side, so it's hot on one side, cold on the other. That's what I call a hot pocket. It's not a full pocket, but it's there. That was a great shot by Loki. Great pass by Ray.
Yeah, beautiful pass by Ray. There's some questions coming in the chat. Who's the next game? I'll get that one in just a moment for you. I do believe it's going to be Spectral and Geodudes, yeah.
That's right.
So
yeah.
we have another match coming up just at the 10:15 hour on the East Coast. This one wrapping in the third round here, so we have no more than 4 minutes and 15 seconds unless some timeouts come in. We have the disc is free and moving into the Stranded side. Nice clear, but it is then picked up by Stranded yet again. Hobbs on the handling there and just not quite all the way out. You do see Fat Batman dancing around the floor there. A little disco action. Makes the shot, but not enough. Sky says, no thank you. I will send that one back to the other end. The stacks will come close to reeling this one in. The front stack does make a redirection. Spency now handling the disc. Moving forward, does see a lot of traffic in front of the goal, but pulls them out and takes care of it all by themselves.
Wow, that was, I mean, just you could, again, just amazing. You watch him take a look at the field, see where the players are, see where his players are, and slowly work their way up and see that they can kind of walk it in with a little bit of a duck, and in it goes, that one-on-one with the goalie. Just amazing team play. Again, Team Chad still has time to come back, and they can rally and bring it up. I've known a number of Chads in my life that have done this, so I feel like this Chad can definitely bring it up. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see them kind of come back. But right now, it's still, I mean, in the control of Stranded right now as they have the disc. Spency taking it up again. Nice reset. Boy, we've seen that a couple of times now, haven't we? Absolutely great choice, especially when you're up by 4. That kind of comfort zone. You know that not a single shot is going to take your opponents over you or tie you up. So it requires your opponents to at least have 2. So that's a nice comfort area I like to be. As that slow moves coming on up as Hobbs takes it down to T-Tau Gaming. T-Tau Gaming taking it back as a reset as they don't really care too much about points. They just want to race that time, it looks like.
I mean, they can afford to get scored on at this point. They can afford to have a 3-pointer scored, or they can take matters into their own hand, put a little bit of ice on the situation, and keep riding this clock all the way through. That's absolutely, I mean, if you want to talk about well-executed time clock management, disc management, and lead management, man, there was a case study right there. Back pass, passing back and forth, drag the defense out, and then points.
Yeah, right. Especially too, keeping it slow and really making, causing that anxiety, if you will, really making your defense kind of anxious about what's going to happen, when you're going to come forward. Should we move forward? Should we pressure him? Especially that time counting down. As currently Ray is able to take that over in the zone, but picked back up was that by Hobbs. Hobbs able to take that, toss a rip to Spency as it's an open goal, and it is in with no problem whatsoever. Well executed by Stranded.
Yeah, this is starting to feel like a little bit of a runaway freight train here as Stranded just keeps mounting point on top of point on top of point. The train has left the station, and it's going to be really hard for Team Chad to pick it up at the next stop and actually turn this into a victory. The reverse sweep in process. So, what the adjustments that Stranded has made have been absolutely on point. It could have just been a matter of them, adjusting to playing with the league sub and having some really good skills, the core skills at play. I mean, it's been a beautifully executed match, really on both sides. A very, very well done gold match here.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like I said, I'm excited to see both of these teams continue the rest of the season as it is. Oh my gosh, that was so close. That was right there. But that darn goalie, best goalie NA, is still there on both sides. Looks like it doesn't care which side is going to be shooting. It's going to block the disc every time as T-Tau Gaming able to take that up. And looks like Fat Batman able to recover that with a nice stun and get back down there as they take that over. And unfortunately, what a bounce. That actually went right back into the hands of Miniguta. Miniguta trying to take it in, but stunned out as low-key able to pick that back up. Can they take it in as it goes back against the back wall, but just missed it and grabbed, picked up, thrown out by Spency, but picked back up by Fat Batman right there, popped out of the shadows, and is ready for you, and has that disc as it's coming on up, as it's going over. They're going to cross it in. There's the cross. It's going through, and it's definitely caught. Oh my goodness. Sky was like, no way, it is mine, and I'm not letting that go in. Unfortunately, that right there, Ray, come on back saying, this is going off the backboard and into the goal.
Yeah, where was this Team Chad, 8 minutes ago? Unfortunately, that is the round, and we won't get the answer to that question, rhetorical as it is. That is now 2 rounds to Team Stranded and a reverse sweep. Congrats to them for pulling the rabbit out of the hat. But we know it was well fought, it was well earned, and it was absolutely well done.
Yeah,
So,
that was a beautiful round to watch. It was absolutely, like, again, you're watching these players, irrespective of what it is that their current team rank is. You could see that they understand the game. You can see that they trust each other, that they're there for one another. That the stacks alone, like especially round 2 and 3, you started to watch Stranded really, like, their stacks really start to speed up, and then they started to do some of those dribbles, and that right there was like, that was icing on the cake at that point. Those stacks were really just solid, and they were just there at the right time and could get down just a bit before Team Chad. That's not to say that Team Chad didn't do a great job, because I absolutely loved watching them play as well. I think their stacks were really good, just not as on point as Stranded. But their team play and the overall kind of general feeling of Team Chad, I feel like they're definitely a team to watch this season.
Oh, definitely. By no means, a slouch team at all. The players that work well together, they distribute. You can see the points were distributed everywhere. The saves were distributed. The assists, everything is distributed. So when you're working that well as a team, you're going to do well as a team, clearly. So this one aside, this one just wasn't their night, perhaps. And next time is next time. But that's how it goes sometimes. Your team does well, so your team doesn't do well. You learn from it, though. If you're having fun and learning from it, that's all that matters. So what we have coming up next is another match. It's going to be Spectral versus Geodudes. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, that moves us up into the near diamond tier. It may actually be a high platinum. I'll double check that one before we get back into this. But we're going to take a quick break here. We're going to run a couple ads. We're going to get a little hydration in us, and we will be rejoining you momentarily. But we will see you on the flip side.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
On. Hey guys, we're back. Well, I'm not back. Evidently, my camera doesn't want to work. But Jinx is over there smiling and happy.
Hey,
So
here I am.
now I turned yours off. So
Oh, there I go.
Yep, that's just how it do sometimes. Let me just turn them back on again. So this is this is the last game of our set. This is Spectral versus Geodudes. My camera just says no, thank you. It doesn't need to work, but I will ping the teams and we will get this this party started. Geodudes and Spectral. These guys have all been around a couple seasons. These are some well-known folk. Flair is officially the unofficial VRML president, and he proclaims that everywhere he goes. He is also rivals Jinx for one of the most visible person in the Twitch chat on the regular, or at least it was in the previous seasons. But in this season, he's on Team Spectral. He's been there for a while. You got Spider OO, you got Sam OO, Flare, Snake OO, and Scrambled Egg. Tonight in the arena for them, they have Roger, so it sounds like they have a league sub, as well as Sam and Unscrambled and Snake. On the other side, on Geodudes, on the orange side, you got Sea Shocker, and then Karate Werewolf. What Black Yoshi? Yeah, Black Yoshi. You got Cody Lob, Gratitude Ghost, and She Got a Donk. And tonight, luckily for us, we got She Got a Donk in the match. Yeah, Karate Werewolf, Sea Shocker, and Cody Lob all present and accounted for. The orange team's readied up. So orange team, Johnny on the spot. Blue team, what you doing, man? Jinx,
Man, that
talk to him.
is a name.
Tell
That
him.
is a name.
She got a donk.
She got a donk. Wow, I'm gonna to stay in that announcer like voice without busting up with that name. That is great. And I think I'm not exactly sure because I'm down with I speak to the same lingity as these kids. I'm pretty sure it's ooh woo. I believe is what it is there if I'm not mistaken.
We've been corrected on the uwu versus owo. In this
No
case,
way.
oh yeah. Luke was all keen on the kid talk and was calling them the uwus, but yeah, these guys are actually owos.
All right, that's good to know. Well, now that I know that and that we're actually up and in this game, here we go as Geodude's able to take that. Oh, wow, Geodude's already got it in. She got a dunk, got a goal, and made it in. Well done. That was beautiful. Nice and quick, too. That was only 12 seconds long. I just blinked, and it was already in.
Yeah, 12 seconds all you need for She Got a Donk. We're going to have so much fun with that name tonight. literally one of the best names in the league. Yeah, I can't even argue with that at all.
Right.
As you have Snake handling the disc for Spectral coming out, but is not making any friends over there. Snake maybe getting a second chance on it, but nope. We got it. Cody Lop with taking the long shot, not making it. But you know who is making it? She got a donk.
She got a donk, and she does. In again, Cody taking that shot just a little bit off, but she got a donk with that great recovery.
Flair's like, those names got me dead. What you
Man,
doing, Flair? What are you doing over there, dude?
Right? Aren't you supposed to be playing right now? As here comes down Spectral as oh my goodness, wow, Geodudes were right there. Looks like they were looking to evolve into to a Graveler. I don't know, who knows what we're to as that goes all the way across over to Rogar. Rogar taking that in as they're trying to take a bottom bounce shot, but it's just a little bit off as Karate Werewolf taking that as it goes down, and that is over in mid, but bounced just a little bit back on their side. Scrambled eggs taking that in, trying to get it unscrambled as Rogar take it through, but stolen like it's nothing by Sea Shocker. Sea Shocker taking that over as it's slowly floating in and is picked back up by Snake Owo as opposed to Uwu. As Karate Werewolf taking that, but looks like they were chopped with that throw, but still able to get it down and pick back up as it comes across and just off the side and recovered, picked up by Spectral.
Oh man, Snake Owo. Yeah, that wasn't you who just scored that. Unfortunately, that was your noggin. So I hope that one doesn't set you back too far because. Unfortunately, you got it in the way, but that was authority slamming that one in for Geodudes as they take a 6-point lead on this round. This first round, boys. You got to get something going on, Spectral, because Snake rolling out, doing something with the disc here, taking a look, getting challenged, throwing it a little bit loose now over to the trap side. Got Roger down there, nice pass up, but not connecting to the friend up there on the shoulder. As the disc is now reclaimed and attempted to clear, but it does take the funny bounce back in, and then it is cleared yet again. The stack not dialing that one just in, so Geodude slowing down just a little bit. The attack speed lessening, as we would say. The pass across is not completed, and the clear for Rogar is completed.
Oh man, it's just kind of coming back in this corner right here. That's just kind of staying it, right? Oh my goodness. Wow, as currently Sea Shocker has that, keeping it nice and slow, looking at doing that reset, as we just saw in that last match. That's a really clever way to make sure that you kind of get your folks in the right position and get that defense to start thinking, really wonder what it is that you're going to do. You're going to charge them. Are they going to come after you as that goes across? But that cross was just a little bit outside as it's picked back up by Snake. Oh, whoa, as Snake will be able to take it back down and sending it in to orange side as they'll pick it back up. Nice self-pass as they've got one-on-one against, as that was stopped right there by the Geodudes, and it is just like back and forth right there in the inside of the on Geodude's side as they pick it back up. Sea Shocker able to steal that and head down. Looks like a little bit of mistakes there, is able to send it up and pick it back up, and now recovered by Rogar sending back down.
Yeah, the loose disc is the law of the game, it seems like. And that one is reclaimed, picked up, and thrown in by Cody Lobb. It's been a few minutes since we've had a goal, but, I kind of missed it. I was sending letters, and they were not coming back. But, they did answer the call. So 6 minutes now left on the clock. It is 8-0. Geodude, Spectral looking at the goose egg, needing to do something on their behalf. Flair, call them up, tell them what to do, because, they're struggling, friend.
Right. I mean, now two threes and a 2, and you got yourself some OT, right? So it's down by three points essentially. If they can get that, but not with a goalie like that. She got a dunk, got a catch, got a hand on that disc, and is able to send it all the way back down. As looks like slowly picked back up by Cody. Cody Lapo trying to get that in, but able to pick that back up. Stopped by, Spectral, and able to get that back out. But still, right there, she got a dunk, got that recovery, and got that pass up and over to Seashocker. Seashocker trying to look for that cross as it comes in, but they don't. They just try to take it slow. Look for one more pass coming across, one more cross coming over, but just off as it goes back over to Rogar as he takes that, throws that down. Picking it up by unscrambled eggs and scrambling that over in their popcorn and eggs. I don't know if that sounds like a fun meal, but nonetheless, Rogar's able to take that back out and get it over into Geodude's side.
Yeah, Geodude's anticipating that clear was coming in, and brilliantly reset all the way the two people all the way back to home. Now the pass going through and the shot on, but just a little bit off the side there. As Geodudes do pick it up, Snake handling the disc and sending it all the way out, but Cheetah got a donk, is back there on that back stack, looking for how to get that donkey going, and the pass is there. The connection made. Karate Werewolf chopping that one in half.
Right, that was absolutely beautiful. Gosh, she got a dunk. There's just an endless amount. It's just right there. That was a great cross too. That cross finally coming back in, and then they connecting it. They tried a couple of times there, as we saw in that last round. And I like to see that they actually connected it. I would like to see here as Spectral definitely get some points on the board. As I could see that they want it. They have that hunger. But right now, it's just Geodudes is just really, they're just really there. They're in the right spot. They've got those stacks. They've got that positioning. They, again, resets right there, just like that. They got those clever plays. I really like what we're seeing coming up from Geodude. So, and again, this was another team that I'm familiar with. What a catch! What a shot! What a save! Familiar with from season 4. So I'm excited to see them continue to go up as the cross comes in, and it is in again. Wow! She got a dunk over to Cody Lop. Cody Lop, just a simple little flip in past the goalie. Well done.
Yeah, watch that back on the replay. That was so casual how Cody got the disc. Goes, yeah, okay, it's gonna go in here. Okay, no big deal. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. Oh my goodness, Spectral. You guys, come on. Score some points, guys. Do it right here. Do it right here.
Right, they've got this. I know it. Here it comes right here.
It is.
This is the one.
This is the one. It's a long pass in. You see the open net. Got the pass in the front of the goal. Coming off the stick. Dancing around. Got the cut. And it is done. I called it. Unscrambled egg getting that one in.
You did. That was beautiful. What a shot too. I love that little whoop-de-whoop right there on the pole as they kind of try to get that goalie to kind of come out and that defender to kind of dive in for a punch, and they were able to sneak it right on through past. Great shot. Great play. As let's see how Geodudes responds now that they got the joust advantage as they take it down below, and looks like they're going to go ahead and try to dribble it on up as they got those clean stacks, so a little bit off but able to recover as it's heading back down, bouncing off of shield. It's coming on back as Cody Lap able to pick that back up, looking at that crossing right over to Karate Wolf. Karate Werewolf able to take that, looking for she got a dunk up and in with another goal. She got another goal. Way to go.
Just painting the corner of that one as she got a donk, takes possession of it off the shield, or off the nest, and slides right but shoots left, and that's just so deceptive. It's just a beautiful execution, and why didn't I think of that?
Right, well, because she's got a dunk, and that clearly that just takes you to the next level.
Exactly.
And that's what we're missing.
Makes them better by default.
as Rogar sending that over in Geodude zone, they are looking to make add a little points to the score right now. Trying to get that kind of comeback, if you will, get that rally coming up. That way they can prep themselves for round 2 and kind of keep that momentum going. Whoa, what a stack! What a get there by both of them over there at the same time, but stunned out as Seashocker able to grab that, taking it in. But what a catch by Snake! Yes, like slithering up and grabbing that. What a sneaky Snake, grabbing that disc as it's coming back and out by unscrambled eggs, scrambling it over in Geodude's side.
I mean, you're seeing these little glimmers of brilliance coming out of Spectral, but unfortunately they're not getting laced together one after another. That one was, though, the beautiful pass by Roger, and the completion done by Snake Oo. Taking the round. The round is whittling down. There's probably not going to happen for Spectral this time, but down by 10, it's mathematically rather difficult. But this is all about momentum now. We've seen reverse sweeps tonight. We've seen overtimes tonight, and momentum is just where it's all about. So all it takes is for Spectral to get in the heads of Geodudes and just to start messing with them, change the momentum some like that, stealing, open shots for scores, nice long threes, beautiful things like that, 28 meters out. Unscrambled egg is just scrambling their circuits, and completing that shot. They've now cut the lead down quite a bit. Momentum on their side. So perhaps this is just the setup for round 2.
Right? That was like that, exactly like you said. That is exactly what they want to be doing right now. Spectral, no, like you're not going to take this round, and that's okay. Get in their heads, play the metagame, get in there and try to get that momentum that they had before. To take it down, to pick it up on your side. You know what I mean? Try to take those points as you can, and get them to start thinking, get them to start panicking, get them to start worrying about round 2, wondering what is Spectral going to come and bring to us this next round. That was wow.
Geodudes, they have an advantage. You know what their advantage is?
The donk.
Well, no, they are one with the arena. They are literally Geos.
Geodudes. Hey-oh.
So that makes them better just by default. And clearly, they doubled the score right there. A little timeout coming, so we're going to have a little bit of time to talk here. Just kind of looking a little more carefully at the analysis of the stats here. A lot of attempts on Geodudes. And attempts usually mean scores. It usually means saves on the other side. So the saves heavy on the side of Spectral. But, the storyline is there's a lot of attempts that actually went in. So this is the key factor. This is why you win games. I'm brilliant like this.
Right? John Madden over here. So what you got to do is just take it to the hole, and they get to the touchdown. Yeah.
And then you get to turkey leg.
Right? Yeah.
God rest his soul. We grew up on it, man, but geez.
Right?
The kids out there are like, who the heck is John Madden?
Right.
Oh, yeah,
the video game?
The video game guy. Yeah, him, sure. Yes, anywho. Points. She got a donk, really dancing and completed the scoreline in scoreline bingo there. So they have a completion. No goose eggs on their line. Sea Shocker, unfortunately, leaving 2 goose eggs on the line there, so we don't even talk about that person. Karate 2200, so and making the 20 stuns, so I'll buy it. It works numerically for me. Cody Lop 4220. So yeah, good points. Assists and saves, we like it. Little light on the stuns though. Stun leader, that's the key point though. It's on the other side. Roger.
Yeah, it is.
The league sub comes in, beats everybody up. And honestly had a pretty good impact on that round, even though the things didn't go very well for Spectral. Spectral started turning around at the end of the round. Snake and Sam. So they both say "oh," but they're producing different sort of outputs here. Sam very much a defensive player, working the assists and saves, and keeping the back line. Not a lot of possession time, not any attempts on the goal. Snake on the front side scored a couple points. I think the key to getting Spectral on top in this next round is passing to Snake and Unscrambled. If they can push the assists up, get more than the 2 assists they have, that means they're moving the disc well, and that means they're going to get points on the board.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And so stacks too, right? I hate to consistently always talk about stacks, but that is really a key and crucial aspect of this game. If I feel like if Spectral can just kind of, tighten those stacks up a little bit and maybe even get some of that dribbling down, they can get to the they can get the disc down there faster. They can recover a little bit faster. They might be able to get in place a little bit easier. Because it just seems like Geodudes they just have. They have a sense about what's going on around them and the plays that they're going to play and the way that they're going to move it in, and so it's really kind of that key piece I think that that's really going to make a difference this next go around for Spectral. So they get those stacks in.
I'm excited to see the next one and possibly the third. So we'll see where that goes. Let's take this moment. We got to pause, and we got probably another couple minutes on this pause. So let's drop in the standings for North America and see kind of how those leader races are going. We have 2 things coming up at the end of next week. We have the Elite Cup for the Master Tier, and we have the Challenger Cup for the ladder. And unfortunately, for one of those teams in the Master Division, Kangarillas, it looks like they're going to be the ones participating in the Challenger Cup. So it looks mathematically like there can't be another team down there, and Kangarillas being the only team in Master Division that's going to have to go down there because the Seattle Beholders have already dissolved. So what that means is an opportunity for another team on the ladder to climb back into this Challenger Cup. So the people at the moment who get the favor is if we count down, and we have to skip Spaghetti because they're not in play right now because they're taking this cycle off. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams down. So that takes us all the way down to Ash. Ash being in the 16th place, and then we have is that right? Yeah, we have 3, 6, 7. Sorry, one more team. So Apples is currently able to enter the tournament because there needs to be 8 teams, one from right now from the Master team, and the 6 plus one more now on the Challenger to ladder side. So Apples is playing tonight and could actually wind up getting bumped if they do lose, but it looks like that's kind of how the ladder is going to face up. There's some really powerful teams in this Challenger Cup. I think that's going to be the story of next weekend. It's going to be interesting to watch the Master tier play their Elite Cup. The lower tier of the Master division will have to play the whole thing, and it's a single elimination. The upper tier of the Master division will have some buys going through, and so they'll have a little bit of a leg in to that second half of the EC. We see 4 minutes 38 seconds or 39 seconds on the ticker here, so we should see the unpause coming in yet one more minute just on that pause window as the full 5 will be taken here at the break. So some fun stuff happening next weekend. The EU region doing exactly the same thing. I'm a little bit less familiar with that region as I am for ours, but I know that Blast has been on top of the Master Division the whole time, and that's a new team to be on top of that Master Division. Usually that word is Team Gravity. That team having split apart in this season, moving into Vertigo and Team Gravity. Hey, surprise, surprise! They're in slots 2 and 3. So interesting stuff happening over there. But definitely some fun stuff. If you're into this game, which I believe most of you are if you're watching this right now, then those are going to be some great matches to be watching next weekend as we have the week off as in between cycle.
Yeah. That time off is going to be really fun to watch, and it's a crucial time too for teams that are not in the kind of those upper tiers. To get a sense of what is it like to be one below Master, like in that diamond area, and what is it like when you're going to start seeing people actually playing for that particular spot. You're going to see some incredible plays and incredible teams going to be playing. Like I said, this next coming week. So I'm really excited to not only just take a peek and watch, but again recommend other teams to watch and learn from what it is that these teams are doing. Watch their plays, watch their stacks, watch their game sense. Just try to get what you can out of these folks, because these guys are battling for the top spot, and it's a different world when you're up there in the Master world.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. Flair having an existential crisis at the moment, asking, what is Echo? I answer the question with another question. Where is Echo?
Oh, goodness. Echo. Oh, as the game is coming back down. As we are starting it up, looks like that timeout over. The round is over, and it currently over here on Geodude's side. Geodude taking a shot as it's just a little bit outside, but they're able to recover. Unfortunately, that toss goes over, and they were stunned and missed that disc completely. Still over here inside of Spectral Zone as Cody Lap able to grab that and being chased down, but able to get that pass over as it goes up to Seashocker. Seashocker looking to maybe take it in as the shot comes in, but it was just picked right up by Sam as he was like, no, thank you. I'll take that, send that back out as Rogar able to grab that after Geodude's taking it and trying to take it back down, but taking it all the way through to Geodude's side.
Yeah, Geodude's side, and we haven't seen this kind of pressure from Spectral except since last round. So it does continue on, is what my point is. Spectral has definitely put the foot on the gas and is still trying to keep this game in their control. I do firmly believe that they invited Geodudes to play their game at the end of last round, and that's what Geodudes agreed to do. So for Geo to kind of control this match, they need to go in back and insist on having the game back in their hands. Slow the game down, make the passes like they were making, and making the accurate passes and accurate shots like they were doing so well in the first round. It is just round 2. She got a donk now with the disc and pushing it up, and it is going to be Karate Werewolf with the disc, but they're slowing it down, so maybe they heard me. You know, the caster,
Right.
the voice of God does happen sometime in the arena.
Right.
It does in my head, and it works perfectly right there as the first couple minutes come off the clock. But she got a donk! Puts in that first two.
That's the voice of Newt. I don't know, Newt, that's what it is, but that was that was such a great play. And what a name. I don't know if you said that before or not, but like, oh my gosh, the name. There's just so much I want to do with it there. As it's coming over, as Spectral taking that joust advantage, Snake taking it over and tossing it down over. Oh, tried to get over to Rogar, but looks like it was stunned right out and picked back up by Cody Lop. Cody Lop sending that over as that stack was there, but they broke apart a little bit, but still able to recover. As Sea Shocker able to grab that. There are 5 members in the on Geodudes at the moment. That was not ready for that, but Cody Lop still able to take, still holding on that over, sending that over. Sea Shocker that was a great cross. Sea Shocker looking like it's coming right up and in, and does take that right in underneath the goalie's hand. Well done, well crossed, well shot.
Yeah, we have Spider, Snake, and Sam in the game momentarily. That is a bit problematic as you have too many players on one team in the match at one time. But they do leave, so perhaps not a problem. Geodudes with a 4-point lead and a smash on that joust coming in fast as is claimed by Cody Lop and is thrown up into the bow tie area, but is punished for that slow throw, and unfortunately. She got a donk reclaiming that one and looking around for the friendly zone, finds the hands of Cody Lop and is just knocked out of Cody's hands. Couldn't keep a hold of that one. Sea Shocker reclaiming that one and looking for where the pass is going. It's going to shoulder, and that shot is going in, friends. Spider OO waiting to attack and bite that one and sets it in play.
Right, that was like, wow, what a play! Like that was absolutely beautiful. The trick on the goalie there, where they looked like they were going to take it right to the front, and that last second little flip to the back clock, that was great. You saw that. I mean, it looked like it was maybe a little bit of Chicago, but nonetheless, it still went right on and in. That was a great play. What a great play! As right now, Snake taking it down for Spectral, taking it nice and slow, looking for those passes. Looks like they got that. A little boost off as Sam works his way up over to Spider. Spider sending that over to Unscrambled. Unscrambled sending it back over to Spider. They're doing a little bit of pass back and forth here as it comes back over to Snake. Snake taking it in. Oh my goodness! What a shot is that spin on Shield as it goes right down and under Shield and into the goal. What a play! What a play!
Yeah, I mean, I've heard talk of nerfing shots from Shield, and you can see why that might be a necessary thing sometime in the future. It's absolutely lethal place to be hanging out right in front of the goal and be able to anchor and throw super fast. So, does pay off well in that case. As you do see Geodudes rolling out, but it gets a little loose there in the midfield. Snake is there to punish it and to put the forward pass down. It doesn't find anybody initially, but it is reclaimed, and again at the Shield, taking shots at nearly point-blank range right in front of the target. It does not make its mark, though, as Cody Lop grabs a hold of that one and clears it off into the midfield. Takes a funny bounce there. Spider reels it in and throws it across low to Snake. Snake dancing around the floor looking for the pass. Does find a flat bounce off the wall, and the reset is now on for Geodudes. Still just working that control game as best they can. Still working out for him, though.
Yeah, that was a beautiful reset back to goal. Usually, like I said, that's a little dangerous as that's coming in and across, and beautiful catch. What a save by Spider, just whipping that net out and grabbing it. Nice catch, nice throw as that's coming down by Snake as it's cleared out over in back to Geodude's side. What a play. That was well executed.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, that is scary. Oh man, that is terrifying to watch that. I mean, they've got that control and they just got done doing that reset, but nonetheless, when you watch something like that, it didn't seem as controlled as that last one. And boy, that nerve really strikes up. It kind of makes me feel a little bit like these folks maybe are starting to feel the pressure a little bit from Spectral. They're starting to kind of panic a little, making little tiny mistakes. Still able to recover pretty well, but nonetheless, you're starting to see, those little mistakes kind of come up. Of course, you see something like that right there, where it's just a little bit out, and as it now is coming over and floating in Geodude's side.
I mean, Geodudes are you've seen them at their best and at their worst, kind of in almost in moment by moment sequence. Things seem to be working really well for them for a moment, and then they seem to start falling apart for a moment. So, I mean, clearly Spectral's getting to them in some way and form, but unfortunately Spectral's just not getting the points on the board to show for it. You see them right here. They slowed down, but the reset is missed, and so it goes off into trap, and now the pressure is reset, and the momentum is a bit lost. So Karate faking the first pass and dropping the second one right on top of Unscrambled Egg. As Unscrambled pushes it through, the leech is there and does get the front player in good position to clean this one up and make points for Spectral. Snake OO in the proper place at the proper time with the proper response.
That was beautiful. That was a great. That was like way to clear that, way to get there. And you can tell like they tried to do that under goal bounce shot, and way to be there for recovery to kind of easily slap that back in. And you're right. Like I feel like that Geodudes is really starting to feel the pressure from Spectral. They can tell that Spectral is coming with a different game and a different style. Those stacks are in. Those teams are there. They're getting in the right place. The right place. They're starting to read those plays that Geodudes are doing. And then again, they're really forcing Geodudes to make some mistakes. Let's see if they can grab that, take that in as it, what a bounce as it just goes off, not the direction they were hoping. As that cross comes over, can they recover it? And they do, and they take it in, making it a brand new game with just 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. What a play, well done, excellently controlled.
I mean, you can't argue with that. Or I'm not going to try to, because that was authority, that was control, and that was placement. I mean, Spectral showing all the things they needed to do to stay in this game and to maybe take this round. They take this round, we go to round 3, and everybody parties. If they don't take this round, then Geodudes party by themselves.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
The disc is cleared, and it is a little flat bounce here. It is picked up by Spectral. Spectral reading it, sending it back to the shield, but it is stunned out. Unscrambled Eggs gets a little scrambled zone there, as the stack does get in high gear, but doesn't manage to find the disc in the process. Funny bounce off the trench, though, is picked up by She Got a Donk, and dancing around on the floor, lets loose of it. It looks like a little softy pass, and it does make its intended target. I was a little questioning on that one, though. As we do see Snake tossing it in, and it just bounces around all the way around the top of the goal and almost heading out the other way again now and back into Snake's hands. Very elaborate self-pass. Right. As it gets back into Sam's hands, making the shot and completing the shot for the lead now for Spectral.
What a shot that was. Like, goalie was stunned. Like, that was some comms right there. Like, look at that replay. That was absolutely beautiful. Oh, my gosh. Wow. That was gorgeous to see. Oh, yeah. Man. How are they going to respond? Here it comes. They have less than a minute to take 3 to bring it back to OT, or 2 points or 4 points to take it in for the lead. What are they going to do?
I don't know, but Flair did bring up the point that we had the ninja switch out. Roger has left the game. We now have a full Spectral roster, no subs at all in the game. So that was kind of the 5th player in match situation that we saw a little while ago. But it is resulting now in Spectral in full command of the game at the moment. 3-point lead. They have the disc on the floor. 25 seconds. The round needs to go to them so they can go to round 3. If they can manage the clock and not get scored on in the next 18 seconds, it will be their round. At the moment, it looks like it's gonna do that. The disc does get free. The last 10 seconds come out. The boost is on. The team is there.
No way.
The shot is on, and
they missed.
So we will be going to round 3.
Wow, that was almost OT right there. Oh my gosh, you can feel like the heartbreak right there as it goes in and bounces off that goalie. Once again, we've seen that best goalie NA just there knocking discs away by not moving at all. Oh man, that's that. I mean, I'm excited to see a round 3, but boy, you could just feel it for that last shot.
I mean, the heartbreak coming in for Geodudes. They looked like they had it done almost the whole round. They only turned over the lead very late in the match. And then Spectral just managed to hang on to it. You can't say enough about how well executed much of this game is. When it's good, it's just brilliant. And it just keeps coming. And that's really the journey that these teams are making. They're in that process of just tightening down the execution and making things better, step by step, season after season. And these guys, they're gold now, but next week they're platinum, and the week after they're diamond, and then all of a sudden you see them in the Challenger Cup or something like that. It's just the journey that they're on. Good to see that Roger was able to support them. Thank you, Roger, for stepping in at League Sub. It's always a hard and thankless job. I did one a little earlier. I know exactly how you feel. Got my victory. Thank you very much. But but it's good to see round 3s, and we're gonna get started right away on this one.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how this one come down. One thing I will point out too is that Geodude had most of the possession, but Spectral took that round. So sometimes it's just those well-placed, rightly aimed shots that that can take it, even when you have the disc, the most. So we'll see how this comes down as the joust comes down, and it looks like Geodudes were able to take that as they send it on up. And will they get it in for a nice quick shot? It still looks like it's going to be quick as they are able to almost recover as Snake comes slithering in and is able to sneal that away. Sneal that. Yep, that's steal with sneal in. I don't know what sneal is, but they were able to take it as man, looks like Geodudes were trying to grab that, but Spectral able to take that all the way back down. And can they? No. Stunned in the face right there, as that was an immediate stop and picked back up and sent back down by Cody.
You gotta love the chin music in the defense. Hitting first and then claiming the disc. A lot of people yell at you for that, but it works beautifully. It keeps that other player exactly where you need them, which is several steps away from you. Another reset to goal back there for Geodudes. My heart jumps a beat every time they do it too. It's cleared out. Spider Owo has a moment to claim that and dance around the floor. Got another player, Sam, just practically sitting right on top. All the Owos around on the floor, but Geodudes are Karate picking that one up and saying, no, thank you. It needs to go the other direction. It goes back the other way for a moment, but then it is reclaimed again. Loose disc one more time in the bubble. Dangerous spot, and that one comes in for all the wrong answers if you're on the Geodude side. Spectral up now, 2-0.
Wow, that was relentless. Like that both teams right there trying to go after the disc, punching each other, trying to pass it off, trying to bounce it, like bouncing off of Geo, trying to clear it out. Wow, that was like a lot of work going on right there for a little bit of a reset that ended up just kind of being that one-on-one against the goalie as Geodude's taking it down left tunnel, taking it back down the trench, but they are, looks like Spectral's ready, but Geodude's able to send it back over as she got a donk, sends it up and over and in, and Sea Shocker, oh my gosh, I blinked and it went up and in. Wow, what a pass, what a play, what a shot. Nice job, Geodudes, as you kind of come back to making that nice and even a brand new game.
That pass. Passing in this game, the person who feeds the score is so underrated. And I do my best to call it out because it is one of my favorite parts of this game. You now have Spectral in command of the disc under heavy pressure on their own zone, not getting the joust completely rolled out cleanly. It is picked up now. Geodude's a little miscommunication there as two of the players smack off each other and disc winds up free. The disc again free near the ceiling, but picked up by She Got a Donk, backing it up again to the goalie. Choosing to give up the distance forward in the arena over the control of the disc. It works out that time, but only for a moment as Spider is there in the tunnel to reclaim that one on his team's side. That is now a loose disc. Oh, no, not, it's a pass. Pass over to Snake. Snake looking around, got a couple of options but does get his pocket picked. It is Sea Shocker there making the pocket pick and the clear. The stack now right behind it, running free all the way into the zone, gets stunned out for their effort, and the disc gets returned back the other direction.
Wow, oh my gosh, just coming back and forth here. As you can tell, both these teams really working hard to try to take this third and final round. Both of them really want it. It's a nice reset. Once again, you really see Geodudes favor control over field kind of field advantage. They like to take that back in little reset and kind of get those passes and positioning. And honestly, like you said, it really works for them. They've been able to come up nice and over and over again. And just like that, She Got a Donk, taking it right over to Sea Shocker, up and in like it ain't no thing.
I want to see the chat make their predictions. This is a 4-2 game with 6 minutes left. It's the third round. Tell us who you think's going to win and what's the score going to be. Put your money where your mouth is. There's no channel points in this channel, but there is still chat. So tell us what you think is going on here. As we see Spectral roll out here, they're making the nice passes there on the initial joust there, and good pass. Another one good down to the floor. As we see Unscrambled Egg with possession of it. Back over to Spider. Spider looking around. Just gets the disc a little bit out of the hand there. The slap goes over. She Got a Donk, and the stack is formed. They're moving now quickly to the other end, but the other people that are moving fast is the Spectral stack. So it is going to be a tussle down here in the blue zone. Cody Lop grabbing the disc and centering it up into the valley, sky trench area, sorry. And it is just, again, picked up by Unscrambled. Good placement, good presence of mind to stun the opponent there and get the disc out into the zone. A back pass, I don't know where that one was going, and that one winds up biting him in the backside. Spectral reads that, Sam Owo collecting it and putting it in for 2.
That right there is that's what I fear the most when it comes to those back resets. When you reset back to goalie, that right there, if it's just one little mistake and off it goes, and it's pretty easy to just slap it right in just like that. And so now we have a 4-4 game once again, brand new, 5 minutes left, half the time, same amount of points, same great game.
Yep.
As right now, Geodude's taking it down, but picked back up by Spectral, and tossing back up, but no, and the Cody Lop right there, sending that over as, oh my gosh, Karate Werewolf is right there as Blue, comes around, but they unfortunately not able to grab that as Karate Werewolf laps another one right on in for another 2 more points.
I tell you, I feel like Geodudes is doing something. I was talking to Locky11, who plays on Jester's Master Tier team in the EU, and he was talking about speed of play. And speed of play, is not always the fastest way you can play. A lot of times it's the most accurate way you can play, and then you play slow, accurately, and then you burst all at one time. And I feel like Geodudes has a bit of that meta going. They tend to organize themselves outside the attack, and then they swoop in, and everybody's there all at once. You see the stat coming in for Geodudes, but not managing to claim that one as we get the free disc picked up by Spider. Spider bouncing around the ceiling, gets his pocket picked by Sea Shocker, and we're sent out the other direction.
Yeah, I just saw that stat come right back in. It looks like maybe some comms that wasn't a call out, or the call out was maybe a little bit too late. That stat come right in with she got a donk. As currently Karate Werewolf taking that disc and looking around to pass it over as she goes to she got a donk to Sea Shocker, and in as Karate Werewolf, the beautiful cross right there in front of the goalie as Sea Shocker is able to just kind of pick it right up and put it right on in.
Yeah, they seem to be feeding Sea Shocker quite a bit. We've seen their name come up quite a few times now on the offensive attack. It is 8-4 Geodudes. So Geodudes are maintaining that march. They're not letting Spectral get in their heads. They keep on playing their game as best I can tell, as best I'm guessing that. I don't know what their game is, but this is the game we've been seeing them play, Echo Arena. The whole night, oddly enough, they play Echo Arena. And that is another reset back. Karate Wolf just looks up and the disc is coming at them. So hey, I hope you're paying attention because the disc is yours. That one is now recent back into the bubble. Spider Oo looking high, has a connection, but covered connection up there at Nest, and the disc is captured by Karate and tossed out the other way.
That was great awareness right there as they were able to kind of watch and read that pass as it comes across and can keep that defense up. But looks like Snake was able to hit it up and out. But Cody right there in the backfield able to pick it back up, but playing a little bit of catch, throwing it over Unscrambled Eggs. Unscrambled Eggs self-pass, bouncing up off of Geode as it's coming off and over to the left side. Will they be able to recover it? They do. Unscrambled, that was the third time Unscrambled sent it to themselves as looks like Sea Shocker able to get that and send it way up and over as it's going all the way across as the stack was there, but they just missed it. Snake as they're able to take that, send it over, and does in fact get over to the other side, but only just barely as that bounces off of the Geode, heading back down to Trench, and looks like right now Snake going up and in, and oh my goodness, Snake 18 meters! Well done as a 3-pointer coming in now, just a 1-point game, and 2 minutes left.
Yeah, that's absolutely the best thing that Spectral could see happen at that moment in time. A 3-pointer to get him in a 1-point game. Now it becomes like a trade of ones as we trade off the scores and possibly becomes last score wins. It's not necessarily the best place to be, but it's definitely better than being down by a few points. So keeping yourself in it. The long pass going deep inside of Spectral zone. You see Sea Shocker picking it up. The hot hand Sea Shocker has as they just choose to pass up to Cody Lop, puts on the brakes and brings it right back down to Sea Shocker, taking the bounce off the wall, looking around, finding nobody, and just kind of lobbing it in. Unfortunately, on a stun on the back handle, I think. And the long throw is caught up in the tunnel there, as you do see Geodudes picking it up again. So they're moving up again. I mean, they're under constant attack. 2 people there on the disc, moving it toward the center, nobody home. But the reclaim is right there. Karate Werewolf has a pass up on shoulder and on shield, picks the shield and the points. Geodudes up by 3.
She got a donk, got a 2, and took that up by 3, like you said. That was a well-executed cross. Great comms. I mean, they did a great job with all that pressure. That defense was, putting on them, getting that disc over and into an open space so they can get that crossing in. That was well played. Well played. I mean, Spectre's only down by 3. There's 40 seconds left. It's definitely possible, definitely doable. And you really just got to make sure that you're paying attention to the disc and be careful of something like that.
Look out,
Because,
look out.
oh my gosh, no way! Fighter sneaking on in. Can they take it? Oh my gosh, here it is. Oh, it's stolen. Oh my goodness, it's sent back down. No way. They have 20 seconds left. Can they, it's either right here. If they take it in, it's over. If Spectral's able to take it and send it all the way back, they've got 15 seconds. That is, time is of the essence. The toss, the cross. Oh, it's a little bit off. Can they recover and still get there? 8 seconds. No, they cannot. Right now, it is over and done. Geodudes taking the game in round 3. Well done. Well executed on both sides. That was a hell of a game.
Yeah. Beautiful end to a fun evening. We love them when they go to 3, and we love them when they're that close when they go to 3. Holy cow. What an entertaining round. Sorry, Flair, your friends, your boys didn't quite manage to reel it all the way in. They gave it a mad attempt, though, and really, really well played. The division gets harder and harder and harder every year. Gold, today's gold is maybe last season's, platinum. So it's always an uphill skills adjustment. It's always a lot of fun to see these teams, head off, and especially as you get this many weeks into the cycle and the games start getting more leveled, the MMR gets more dialed in, and the system just works better for all of us. Oh man, Jinx, what a fun time we had tonight, man.
Right? That was a blast. What you get to see a number of those resets and the resets to the goal. Of all the resets we saw, that one right there. Every time you're just, oh man. And I mean, they executed well. Clearly they practice it. They're ready. They have comms. It just, as a goalie myself, boy, it makes me so nervous to see that disc come back that way from your own team.
Every time they reset the goal, another gray hair pops up in the beard, man. I'm like, oh
right. I don't need any more too. My hair's running. I'd like to keep it here if I can. Oh man. Oh, it's insane. That was great. What a great play. And I'm going to say too, Flair, you should be proud of your team. Both teams should be proud because you guys all played fantastic. And whether you win or lose, take those learnings. Take what it is that you just played and make it better because you're doing phenomenal. Keep it up. Great job.
Absolutely. Thanks to everybody that's out there in the chat tonight. I see Sputnik Cobra just showed up. Flair's been out there all night. Roger showed up after being in the game, starting the game out as a league sub. We see Zara got in there. We did have the prediction that I called out for that said that where'd it go? It said Spectral was going to win 14-10 that round. They did have the 10 points right, but on the wrong side and the wrong winner. It's okay. It's fun. But that's gonna do it for tonight for this set. It's always fun to get out here on channel 2. We've had the Tyro Land over there on channel 1 all day yesterday, all day today, and I do believe they will wrap up very shortly, if they haven't already. That's been a great event. I've heard wonderful things coming from Atlanta. We do have tomorrow the venues showcase, so we will have 3 games in our normal time window, starting I believe it's 8 p.m. Eastern, and running 3 games in that sequence at that time. So we at least have that tomorrow night showing up on venue, showing up at YouTube and all the Facebook and here of course. And then of course we have just a few more games left in this 4th week cycle, and then we all take a break. And we all take a pause, and we get to watch the ladder fight it out for who gets to go up into Master Tier into the next cycle, and who's going to fall out of Master Tier, perhaps. It's always a mystery. It's always a lot of fun, and it will be definitely a lot of fun to watch that one. Jinx, any little final thoughts on the matches tonight? Anything going on?
Only thing I really got to say, I guess, is again whether you win or lose, take those learnings, and more importantly, have fun. This game is about having fun and a blast, and it's a team game, I suppose. How about that? Doesn't matter. You can have a great player, and to your point about the assists, this is a team game. Let's play this team game and have some fun. And I guarantee that you are gonna love this game. If you haven't played it yet, come play with us. This game is amazing.
Yeah, this crew looks like they've seen a couple matches. They may know what Echo's about.
A couple.
But until we do this again, it's been a pleasure. I'm Newton Dad. That's Jinx, and I'm Newton Dad on cams as well. So calling out all the roles. Do pay attention to the sponsors and the credits rolls, and we do appreciate you being here. Thanks again to Spark for all the stats and wonderful details and data that we work off of all day, all night in this streaming package. And until we see you guys again, peace out.
VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.